Okay, I think it's working. We're driving, so I'm gonna just try to show you guys how to do this. Don't look at my fingernails, I can see them, they look terrible. Okay, so when you get to the studio, when you get to the studio, there is the first table, which I put most of the supplies on. So there are, I think, 6 different strands or 6 different colors of yarn that are grouped into strands of 3 to 7, depending on how thick the yarn was. So like the really thick yarn, then it's in a pile of 3. The really thin yarn, it's a pile of 6 or 7. So what you're gonna do is first you're gonna start, these are on the far table toward the end of the studio, the back of the studio. So what you want to do is you want to have the kids glue a piece of yarn to the outer edge of this wood circle. Now this is the wood circle that has the metal piece on the back, on the top. It's not the one that you'll see at the studio that has all the yarn woven in the middle. So they're gonna glue here, and you can potentially hot glue it there for them if you think that that'll hold better. That's what I did with mine. But when you're using the hot glue guns, I would want the adults to have the hot glue guns and the kids to be able to just place and hold with the silicone fingers. And I put the silicone fingers on one of the tables, so you should be able to find this. Okay, so once this is glued down, then they're just gonna take their long pieces of yarn. So you're gonna give them really long pieces of yarn, not the whole thing of yarn, but just really, really long pieces. And then you'll have to show them that when they wrap around, that they're gonna wanna put it through the hoop, all their yarn, their pile of yarn, each time, because if they don't, then it's gonna start knotting up down here. And even I made that mistake when I was first doing it. So you wanna make sure to show them that as they're wrapping, that they have to put their whole pile of yarn through the hoop. And then also just really point out to them that they want to get the yarn nice and close to each other versus like really far apart, so that you don't want to see any of the brown in between the yarn, okay? So they're first gonna do that. There's their first step, and at the very end of it, you'll want to glue the yarn, the ending piece of the yarn down, again with regular glue or hot glue, you know, depending on what you guys decide. I think either could probably work for that. Okay, so the second part is getting the tassels to hang